Hello, my name is Judy, and today I will be discussing effective strategies for job training. Information from this presentation was developed as an assignment for the class on Learning in a Digital World, EDT-8110, at Wright State University, using the book Make It Stick: The Science of Successful Learning by storyteller Peter Brown and leading cognitive scientists Henry Roedinger and Mark McDaniel. The learning objectives for today's presentation will be: upon completion, participants will be able to 1. Name 3 effective learning strategies that will make learning stick. 2. Apply practical strategies to learn better and remember longer. As technology changes and competition increases, the ability of workers and businesses to learn and adapt has become essential to the global economy. It is essential to have a mindset allowing you to be a lifelong learner, to make mistakes, learn what needs improving, reevaluating your knowledge, and continuing to grow. Empirical research shows increasing our intelligence is possible, and there are strategies to help you learn better and remember longer. Today, we are going to learn 3 of these strategies. Combining these strategies with the training resources available at work and in the community can help you achieve your learning goals and advance you to the next level of your career. Retrieval practice is fetching concepts, facts, or events from your long-term memory. By taking these memories and connecting them to new learning, you are reconsolidating them and making them stronger. You know that overwhelmed feeling when you are trying to remember too much information? Your mind is protecting you from overload, but by creating a relationship between something you learn and something you already know, there is no limit to what you can remember. How many people remember the memory game? You have a group of cards with pictures on one side. You turn them over to find the match. If you do not get the match, you turn them back over and try to remember where each card is so you can get the next match. Retrieving the card placement from your memory is an example of retrieval practice. Most people would agree that rereading your notes after training is much easier than trying to remember what you learned. But asking yourself, what is the main point? Or how can I apply this knowledge to my job? Will help you learn and remember better. The best time to use retrieval practice is after your training and spaced out over time. And the best way to keep the retrieval practice focused on learning is quizzing. Instead of rereading your notes from your training, try quizzing, reflection, or simulation to see what you remember. Learning is hard if it is done right. Difficulties are desirable if they can be overcome with effort and if the effort can enhance our skills. It takes much effort to recall something from long-term memory or something that is partially forgotten, to organize it, to relate it to past experiences, and then to reconsolidate what you have learned. However, this process strengthens neural pathways, which deepens learning and helps build mental models. Researchers from a Princeton University study found that on average, those given a harder to read font actually recalled 14% more. So if you are given a training manual in a harder to read font, you will most likely be better remembered the material. Solving a problem before you are told how to solve it will help you learn better. It is good to struggle when you are learning. Try this with your next problem. Don't be afraid to make mistakes or worry about getting it right. This is an opportunity to learn. Then ask a coworker for constructive feedback. Mix up your retrieval practice to make it more effortful and effective. We typically approach learning with massed practice, doing the same thing over and over repeatedly. However, research shows that spacing out practice interleaving with other learning and varying produce better mastery, longer retention, and more versatility. Leaving gaps between your retrieval of new material will allow for some forgetting to happen and cause you to use more effort to retrieve and consolidate the information. Interleaving between training topics helps interrupt mindless repetition and increases the ability to tell the difference between problem or solution types. Variation of the types of content of your retrieval practice helps you find similarities and differences across many areas and integrate ideas and skills into mental models. Apprenticeships are an example of interleaving on-the-job training, instructor-led classes, and online courses. Businesses and local training providers are teaming up to assess the current competency levels of our workforce, determining employers' needs, and creating training programs using apprenticeship models to tackle the skills gap. One suggestion for implementing these strategies is to participate in online e-learning, live, and virtual trainings that are spaced out and varied. Another suggestion to help you implement your learning strategies is to reflect and quiz yourself after you finish your training session to see what you remember. Then, make an effort to reconsolidate the information as you continue to learn on the job. Businesses developing workplace education programs are producing exceptional training results that benefit everyone involved. Partnerships between management and their workers are important to the future of the workplace. There are many training options available through community colleges or technical schools, training seminars, e-learning, mentoring, job shadowing, apprenticeships, and on-the-job training. In summary, today's presentation gave an overview of 3 highly effective evidence-based strategies you can use to help you learn better and remember longer. These strategies include retrieval practice, where you recall concepts, facts, and events from memory. Mixing up your practice, where you space out, interleave, and vary your retrieval practice. And embracing desirable difficulties, where you practice effortful learning. Lastly, it gave you suggestions on ways you can implement these strategies into your workplace training. What was your favorite strategy? Thank you for taking the time and listening to my presentation on effective strategies for job training. I have included a list of resources that I used when developing this presentation. I hope you find them helpful.